the number one team 3 weeks in a row, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles, the hottest team in the NFL. They're coming off a huge win over the Baltimore Ravens, a huge dominating win. They have been undefeated since coming back from their bye week, since everybody said fire Nick Sirianni, since everybody said trade Jalen Hurts, everybody said that A.J. Brown was a cancer, this and this and this, right? Right now, they have the 4th ranked offense in the NFL. They have the best ranked defense in the NFL. That is why I am firmly sold on the Philadelphia Eagles week after week the last 3 weeks. I was hesitant to buy into them when they beat the Browns and the Giants and the Bengals. I'm like, right? But then they beat the Jaguars. I slide them up. Since then, poop, to the moon, baby. Guys, the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles can beat any team in the NFL going into week 14. They would beat the Lions. They would beat the Bills. They would beat the Chiefs and the Vikings and the Packers and the Raiders. They would beat everybody. That is why they're the three weeks in a row number one NFL team. They are 10-2 on the season, and their schedule looking forward, the Panthers playing pretty good, Steelers, Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants. They could definitely win out as well. They could be a 15-2 team going into the playoffs, getting that number one overall NFC seed. And honestly, the Detroit Lions don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. So what do you guys think? Detroit or the Philadelphia Eagles sitting at number one. What do you guys think? Too high, too low, just right. Laura says, I hate the Eagles. That's why. I hate the Eagles. That's why they don't need to be number one. Take your bias out of it. Take your bias out of it. You put stats on stats and video on video. They play in black and white TV. No helmets on. Eagles are the best team. Eagles are the best team. James Frank says, I agree with you, Nash. I think the Detroit Lions are going to be in for that Ford Field game. It's going to be a good game. Nacho Gomez says, I think the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the NFL. They would beat the champs, and that's not what, and that was not that close. It was close. Let's just call it was close. James Frank says Josh Allen versus Saquon for the MVP, and Josh Allen's going to win out. It's a quarterback award. Let's just be honest. Nash said it is going to be very, very close. We will not take the belt to ass, though. John says, my top 10 is Detroit, Buffalo Bills, Eagles, Vikings, Chiefs, as in the Chiefs, Packers, Broncos, Steelers, Ravens, Commanders. Pretty close. James Frank says, nah, A.J. Brown is him. A.J. Brown is him. A.J. Brown is balling. But the rumors were last season he was a cancer, right? He was a Stephon Diggs. And Laura says, Eagles just be in the trash. The Eagles should be next to the Packers in the trash can. And John says, they wouldn't beat the Lions. Just saying. John, going into week 14, let's say the Philadelphia Eagles travel to Ford Field going into week 14. Eagles are 100% healthy. Lions are not. Eagles would beat the Lions this week. And he says they won't beat the Bills. Well, joke's on you, Alpha Rob. They won't ever have to play the Buffalo Bills. Because the Buffalo Bills are a first-round exit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. John says they wouldn't beat the Commanders in the first round if they were to play. I don't know. Alpha Rob says the Eagles should be number 3. Wow. Throw that hate up there. Throw that hate. Laura says, I don't think they would beat the Lions, but that's just me being an Eagles hater. Oh, I love it. James Frank says, that is correct in a Chris Farley's voice from Billy Madison. I don't remember what his voices was, but I'm going to have to go watch Billy Madison now. Thanks, James. Nash said, maybe switch to Bills and Eagles. I can't justify moving the Eagles down from number 1, though. I just can't justify it. And Nacho says, I agree. The Eagles should be in the trash can.